So, if you come forward like before, what's the one thing that you have to remember about rowing is, in fact, you really have to think, the mindset is, I'm in an armchair with a big stick. Nothing more complicated than that. I'm in an armchair, big stick. Thing is, I have to control the stick, and I have to make sure my armchair is in the right place. So, you have this position is not, we're not quite fully compressed here. So, in order to be compressed, the calves have to be vertical. So, if
this was exactly the same last week.
So they have to come a bit closer. That's it.
But as you come closer, her heel is rising.
Yeah, they will do. Flexibility. Now, the thing is, this position is pretty difficult to hold on to. It is, if you can hold this position for 2 minutes without shaking and falling off, then you've got it. But now we've got to work out where the body is. So the arms come up straight, just fingertips, just curling around the blade. There is no need to use any more pressure than that. And we have to make sure that you've got as much reach as you can. And the first thing you do to get the reach is not that, because the shoulders are up. So if you allow your shoulders, this movement, if you let these arms, your arms come down to behind you, and then move your shoulders back, the shoulders will drop down. Now what will happen, hopefully, is when you reach now, even sitting where you are, you've got about 1 inch, 2 inches longer stroke. Okay? You do not get a long stroke, you don't lengthen the stroke with the back. You lengthen it by letting the shoulders drop, really let them down, and you have to rotate them, get them down. Right, now you can lean forward a little bit, because you don't want your elbows to go much further past your knees, simply because when the boat's running, when you're in the boat will carry you that little bit extra, and you've still got the rotation to do in a sweep boat. In a scull, same thing, but you have to compress it. Okay. So now, what's the first thing you said? So, don't put any on there, just use your legs, nothing else.
Just my legs.
Just your legs. Okay. So, if you're in a boat and people keep saying, legs, 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 well, yeah, that's what you're aiming for. So, there's 2, 3 things that want to happen at the same time. So these arms don't actually pull the blade at the moment. What they do is they are a link between your torso and the handle. So the biceps and the triceps make no pull on this at all. So now if you try and do a slow, proper stroke, so just go through. Okay. Now you stood up over there and I asked you to rise up. And what happens is all of you rise up and you time the timing of your movement so that it all arrives at the same time. None of you actually lifted your backside in the air, then decided you come up and then put your arm, you didn't do that, you just rise up. And we call that just the transition. You transition from that position and all of your muscles, you train them so that they operate in the right sequence. Okay? So now if we sit about there, so no, let your legs right down, let's have them flat. Okay. Now, if you just lean forward a bit, keeping your seat. Okay. So now we have the legs down. This is in the dry phase, so we're moving forward. Now the next thing that happens in order to make your power come is that now these hands in a sweep boat, this blade is about here now and it's coming to the right angle of the boat. So all of the thrust is now going straight up the back of the boat. This little arc here is the most powerful thing that you can use. This is where you need to make the power, and you usually lose it because it's now a body swing, and that action just above the knees. So that's the transition there. So if you come forward again, and we take a slow stroke, and then think that transition. So you need the body swing as your hands come towards your knees to actually generate the power. So come back slowly, do a slow stroke, then that arms come in, okay? So often people don't do that. They start to lunge. If you go forward, sorry, keep doing this.
Sorry.
So if they'll take a catch like this, they take a catch either by bending their arms have to be straight, or they take a catch by laying back. So if you lay back, hard, lay back first. Before you drive, just lay back. Yep.
Yeah.
So,
lay back before legs.
yeah, so
Okay.
that is what most
What is
people
it?
try and think
Uh-huh.
is a powerful stroke.
Mhm.
There's a downside to that because you have to hang on to the boat in order to do it. And that's one of the reasons when you lay back like that, your heels will come up and you'll lose power in the legs. Okay? So you need to make sure that that's okay. Okay, so now if you sit back, back stocks. Right, and just sit up with your arms forward. Okay, so now just close them slowly. Just pull them towards you slowly. And I'll tell you-
Arms.
Yeah, until you no, slowly.
Okay.
Until you stop. There. Okay. Now, that's too early a finish. What the transition is that as you've got a time and your shoulders start to come up if you're not careful to get it. Draw the finish up. No. It's flat. It'll work. Okay. So this is your finish. If you lay back just a bit more, that's enough. This is all you're trying to do with your arms. The pressure now should be in your fingers. That's all the pressure there is, apart from your knees being held flat. So if you pull it in now, that's your finish. That is your finish.
So it's coming through your fingers.
You don't need big grips.
No.
If you have a big grip, it's going to tire you out,
Yeah.
and your arms will rotate and you're going to tire.
Yeah.
So that comes down. Now, the thing is that when you get that motion, you need.
It's a shocking list.
We can have the bluebird pause, which when I asked last time was a nanosecond, which as far as I'm concerned isn't a pause at all. So now you just let your hands, you've got to think naturally, so the hands go down. Let's see if you can just do a recovery, just the full recovery. Put your hands back from the finish, and then just do the full recovery. Okay, bit early. Do that again. Sit, and then the hands go away. Body. Do you remember we said? So it goes arms, body, and then they come up. You let them come up too quickly. So you need to really let the hands come over. It should be about here by the time you come up. Okay? So now if you do that, arms here, then you come up. Now try and do that a little, just try a few strokes like that and see if you can think, generate, see you're reaching forward now and your legs, your calves are coming vertical. Now I want you to think of that transition I said, and see if you can play that bit where the blade's coming square to the bone. There. So you have to time these. You often forget that this is the case because you're getting tired. Someone says, let's go for catches, and you lay back on a catch. So you lay back on a catch, like you tried before. Do it now.
Oh, lay back?
Yeah, lay back on a catch. On the catch.
Sorry.
Lay back on the catch. Yeah. You think you're doing really well. But you've got all the power in your arms, and about 5 seconds, 15 seconds in, you're going to up. Okay? Now, why do we lay back? And how far do we lay back? You want to know how far you lay back? Take straps off. We'll be kind. Keep hold of the handle this time.
Yep.
So if you go back now, and sit there. Okay. Now, if you watch people's rowing on an erg, you'll see the seat. If they don't sit, and I mean sit still, you rock on the bones, okay? You don't slide the seat backwards and forwards, you rock on the bones, which is why you need that body to come over. What happens if you lay back now? Right, see the seat coming forward? Come on. Try it again. Okay? So if you lay back, that's what's going to happen. So then when you rock over, what's happened is just as the boat's the fastest, you bang the seat forward and put the weight towards the front. Okay? You don't want the weight in the front because the nose goes down. So you don't want that to happen. So you have to watch. If you want to help someone and they're on the earth, just watch their seat, and if their seat stays still and they rock over, then you know that they're in the right place. Now, why do we have the straps? If you come up.
Yeah.
Why don't you just stand behind? Somewhere away, just away. So,
For comedy value.
no, if you leave out the hand now,
Sorry?
put the back, put your legs down. Okay. Now, so now lay back as far as you can. And then from that position, just pull yourself up quickly. Okay, see the feet come off there?
Yeah. I mean, I felt my feet come off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if your core's not strong enough to come over, you can't lay back.
Yeah.
There's no point. If you lay back like that and you're taking a stroke, the seat moves forward, so you've got that extra bit of movement. And if the whole crew do it, boom, boat goes down. So now if you put your feet back in the straps, you can go down this if you want to there. Okay. So now you can lay back the same angle and flick yourself up quickly. And you use the boat.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah,
getting
you
better.
can feel it across here, yeah.
And you can't do that in a boat. And the action that makes that happen is that you've laid back too far. Often it's because you've started off like this and you come back. And then the only way you can actually pull yourself forward is to do this. So what you need to do is when you get on the earth, you've got to remember these are individual pieces of equipment. You can row and do a whole crew session or fours or whatever you like, but it is for you to come and test yourself on. So you need to test that. So now if you take your feet out again, sorry. Now I'll give you a few seconds to sort of get yourself together. And take a few strokes now when you're comfortable and get up to some sort of weight with your feet on there. And the secret of keeping your feet there is weight transfer at the finish. So as you come through, you can't let your body go over too far. And you can increase the load in your finish just here. That's better. And rib, so it's got to go to the rib, and the hand just come down. They don't go down the long way, it's way down here. So try and make that smooth recovery. And come up, you recover. You recover. Okay. As the boat goes along, and if you practice, when you're in the boat, what you need to do with your mindset is look at the boat, look at the water, it's not just in the boat, and then you should be able to think, that's when the boat needs the next stroke. So I'll come out, and the next stroke goes there, and you start to feel it, and it is quite an important part. Okay, so come forward then, let's sit at front stops. This is an awkward and not a nice place to be, really. What you need to think, and there's a lot of discussion about how this works, but I favour the seat catch. I don't know, do you know the seat catch? No? Okay. Do the catch while laying back, just a bit. Right, that's a hand catch, okay? So, if you just come up now, slowly, that's enough like that. So that's where it is. When that seat stops, and it will stop, the instant it stops is your blade in the water. It's a seat catch. It's a seat catch, not an arm catch, it's seat. Seat. And that gives you absolute timing. Sculling boats, you do it automatically. Because if you leave it too long, you can feel the power the speed start to disappear. And then you have to do a big catch and get back on it. But you do have that big drive at the end. So what you need to do is to think that the first part of a stroke, as you come up, if you go back, please, and then as you come up, try and just do a couple like that. And then, so now you're coming up, and you're not thinking the arms, you're thinking seat. Instant power, okay? No clutch slip. So your catch isn't up here, your catch is there.
Are you thinking pushing your feet down?
Now, the seat catch is not, when people say catch, right, let's get better catch, right, let's get better. No, it's catch. And you just time it. That's what gives you the spot on time. Okay, last thing then, so keep going. So big power now, don't fall off. Okay. Okay, so now we're putting work in, now it's recovery. So you've got to recover, you've got to relax, come up to that bit, so that you can actually stop, right at the front stop, just stop, and feel comfortable. Okay? So you've got everything that happens in the boat comes from this front stops position. So you've got to do all of this, but you must remember, I come up to here and I'm comfortable because I have the position, and all the power is not going to be in my arms. I'm thinking about letting my shoulders down. I get my shoulders down now. I let my shoulders come down now, which gives me the power. If you think of your shoulders coming down and the muscles across the back, the ones across, in my case, the back. When it comes down here, you squeeze your shoulders in, you let them down, and you compress your lats. And that you can do it just standing up. The moment you do that, it engages your core. You can't actually think of that movement without your core coming in. But your shoulders go and then down, and you have to, yeah. It does. So,
Can I just ask a question about your seat catch? Is it similar or the same as saying, because when spelling I think of a catch being with my feet. Yes, yes. So it's exactly the same.
just getting away from the call of a catch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
You catch, basically, we can call it whatever you like, but the blades are fully covered the moment your seat stops. Because it's the slowest the boat's moving and it's the slowest your blades are moving. So they have to be married as much as you can. All I'm saying is if you concentrate on hand catches, you're too late usually. So you need to get the pressure, because a hand catch like this means that already your legs have started to move and you don't want that. You want them to kick the moment the blade goes in. Right, everybody understands that? So, we're going to stand here and be amazed. Do you all know about the force curve? Yeah?
Can you go through it again?
Yes.
Okay. I did 2 strokes, that's enough. Right. Force curve.
Sorry.
Right. You notice that I put all of these out of the way because you don't need any of this for technique. What you need is to practice that. Take your feet out, think of the rowing, come up, make sure you're fully compressed. If you can't compress, don't come and do lots of weight training and lots of other things. Ask someone, how can you get better flexion in your legs in order to drive them down and keep them flat? The first force curve?
Yeah. It's not perfect.
Should have that extra week. Right. Okay, this is force curve. This is the force that you're exerting, be it pounds, kilograms, whatever. This is the time. This times the whole of your stroke. So what we're looking at, basically, is this is just a guidance. This is divided into 3. So the first bit here, first third, is your legs. Second bit is the body rocking over. The body opening up. So when you mention it, you see we get a little more pressure there. And this last bit is the arms that you're pulling in. So we've got legs, body swing, arms. So let's see what we've got here. Reasonable leg drive, increasing the body rock, like the transition I said, to make sure everybody looks at this curve and thinks this is trying really hard. And then the arms, so now you could improve this by trying to pull the arms in quicker. The arms, and immediately start to this. So arms again, there, and you start to lose, you've got a little hip there. So here, what you really want is like a bell curve here, if you can get it. A bell curve. Well, yeah, you could most probably work a lot harder. No, that's okay, because you just need it to be coming up. So it should come up about 45, curve down, and then finish. So you get a curve like this. That's what you're after. But you didn't have the weak bit.
Huh?
You didn't have the weak bit.
No, I did
not. And you
not.
did this last week. So
Yeah.
you're tired.
No, that bit is the weak bit of my stroke.
How's your force curve?
My core strength.
Your force curve. Force curve. Don't complain about your jeans. I did it last week in my jeans.
Did that make sense to you?
Well done, sir.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. It's a very good one.
Yeah.
Sorry,